Hey everybody, what's preppin'? Today I'm going to share my favorite chicken casserole recipe, and you can make it with items right from your pantry. So let me show you. What you're going to need is some chicken broth. You're going to need 2 cans of chicken breast meat. You're going to need a box of chicken stuffing mix. You're going to need 2 cans of cream of chicken soup, and you're going to need a can of green beans. Oh, and don't forget the butter, because everything is better with butter. Oh, and you're going to need to spray a casserole pan. So before you get started, get your casserole pan, 13 by 9, or I'm using this one, and spray it up. You're going to thank me for it later. All right, we're going to start by adding in our canned chicken meat, and it's drained. I did drain off the water. You can also rinse it off a little bit to help reduce the sodium content in the chicken meat, and then we're going to break up all the big chunks. Next, we're going to add in our green beans. Also drained these and rinsed them. Again, if you're someone who's concerned about the sodium content, this will reduce it. And then we're just going to kind of mix that up a little bit, kind of mix the green beans and the chicken together. And then we're just going to add in the cream of chicken soup. Boink. Whoopsie, I'm a little butterfingers today. And then we're going to add in the same amount of chicken broth that we added with the cream of chicken soup. So I just use the cans and I fill the cans up with the chicken broth. Now today I'm going to actually warm up the chicken broth in the microwave. Usually I cook chicken and then use the broth from the chicken that I cook. But today, since I didn't do that, we're just using everything from the pantry. We're going to go ahead and do it this way and stick it in the microwave for a little bit just to warm it up. We don't need to boil it. We just want to warm it up. And this also helps the butter that we're going to add. So here I'm adding in 1/4 of a stick to 1/2 a stick of butter. I kind of eyeballed it. And then when the broth is warm, it will help kind of mix all of these things together. It'll break up the chicken soup mix and it will help melt the butter a little bit. Just kind of help get that all mixed in together. Now I don't add any seasonings to this, and I'm going to show you in the next step. Don't want to add too much salt or too much seasoning to this because you're going to get that from the chicken stuffing mix, and I'm going to show you that in the next step. So we're just going to continue to mix this up, and then we're going to take our chicken stuffing mix and we're going to sprinkle it all over the top of the casserole. And when I do this, I like to make sure I spread it out so that every bit is covered, and then I kind of pat it into the top of the casserole, kind of pressing it down a little bit into it. Don't mix it up in there, but just pat it in there a little bit. And then we're just going to put it in the oven. We're going to bake it at 375 degrees for about 35 to 40 minutes. And when it comes out, look at this. It will be boiling a little bit on the sides. The casserole part will be boiling, and then we're going to take our spoon and we're going to mix this stuffing into the casserole. This is a little bit of the secret ingredient here, if you will. By mixing this in together, the toasted stuffing will soak up some of the chicken casserole, and it's going to thicken it up. See how this is right here? It's starting to get thick. And then when you serve it up and you eat it, you're going to get a little bit of that crunch in there in the casserole. So yeah, it's going to get it all nice and thick in there. This is the best part. I love this part. Oh my goodness. We're going to serve it up here. And then we're going to give it a taste, and we're going to see how we did here. Here we go. Chicken casserole with green beans. It's awesome. You guys, this is the ultimate comfort food. If you make this, let me know. Let me know how it turns out for you. And until next time, prep it up, pack it up, and stack it up, y'all.